Lonnie and I had worked on a project where we would meet with people who had testimonies of what God has done in their life, and we would capture it on video. The project ended about 2 years ago, but this last year, on and off, I had mentioned to Lonnie how powerful those videos were and how I miss them. But transparently, how I needed them. I needed to hear that God is still healing people. He's still restoring marriages and answering prayer, because the last 8 years, I've been sick. I started battling a condition in my throat where I couldn't swallow. I would start choking, but still breathe. It would hurt my chest. And about 70% of the time, I'd have to excuse myself from the table. It became severely worse in 2021 when we found out that we had mold poisoning in the tiny home we were living in, and our bodies really shifted upside down. Our lives changed, and as hard as we prayed and cried, I felt like God left me. I found myself in a wilderness, but at the start of this year, I was heavily moved that it was time to restart these testimonial videos, and on our way to a photo shoot, God gave us the clay pot creative. I started mapping it out. I built a logo. I wrote out all the details. I wanted it to look a certain way, how I wanted people to feel when they were in this space, and where I could see it going. I was dreaming again. It was all falling into place, but I needed a testimony. I needed someone who was willing to sit in front of the camera and share, so that I could share the clay pot creative, the full concept with you. So one night, I'm hanging out with Lonnie, and he showed me a video of a friend of ours who gave her testimony at church. She started talking about how she had a problem with her esophagus, and then every other word that came out was describing me to a T. But the twist was that she was healed. I kind of lost it. I was angry that she was healed and I wasn't, even though I wanted this for my friend, someone who sat at my dinner table, someone who I've known for years. We both had a condition that neither of us knew we had. And my heart broke thinking, how lonely has she been for as long as she's been dealing with all of this? Because I sure felt lonely. I wanted to call her right then and hug her, but also, God, me too. I watched a video one time where this lady who was watching her church's live stream, and the pastor said, if you need healing, pray for healing, even if you're in your living room at home, and you can get healing. And she walked up to the TV and she believed for healing, and she was healed, and she ran to church during service to tell them that she was healed. So I spoke it out loudly, that I believe by watching my friend's testimonial video, I can be healed. I'm ready to be healed. I'm ready for this new life, my new mind, my new body. And God started to heal me. That night, He started restoring my faith, and that whole week, He showed me what He could do. I was on a mission to get the clay pot up and running, and I had a passion under my belt to do it. I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to let it go. I couldn't. I wanted to do this unto the Lord. It was about 5 days later, and I still hadn't choked, but I was up in the middle of the night thanking God. Thanking Him for His mercy on me, even when I felt like I was in a wilderness. And I said, Lord, I want to move forward with these videos, but I need someone who's going to share their testimony, who's going to be willing to share their testimony. And He said to me, I've given you a testimony. So here I am, healed. And as hard as it truly is to be in front of this camera, I'm here with thankfulness. And I'm here to say, God, do it again. The clay pot creative could be just this video of me encouraging you, or it could turn into 100 videos of our community sharing what God has done. I'm putting no limits on it. I'm simply taking the gift He's given me, and I'm using it because He is good. He loves you. and He's faithful. This is a raw, unconventional invite to join us on this passion project. If you have anyone who has a testimony of what God has done in their life, and you think that they'd be willing to have it videoed, send them to us. Or if you have someone who just needs encouraging, send them this video. Because I know God's going to do it again.